Hey YouTube, it's Marty from the channel Budget Bugout, and today we're going to be going over the Kershaw Faultline and talking about some of the unique features of this knife. It's brand new to the market, it's budget friendly, it's more or less designed to be a beater knife, meaning you can take a beating, you don't have to really worry about this knife costing too much to repair. You can simply replace it. So I'll be talking about some of the specs, but also my personal opinions on this knife, as well as some pros and cons and who this knife is probably designed for. So first and foremost, some of the unique features on this knife is that it has jimping along the entire spine of the blade, or as opposed to something like the Spyderco Delica and most other knives, if they have jimping, it's usually right here where the spine of the blade meets the handle. So that is pretty cool. I really like that. That's what kind of drew me to the knife originally. That and the overmold inset on the grip of the handle of the knife, or rather, and which offers a really strong grip. You're not going to drop this knife for sure. And then the last feature that I really like are these is the open construction steel tube spacers back here, which take a Q-tip. You're going to be able to maintain this really well. So just it kind of adds to the functionality of this potentially being a beater knife. That, and of course it's budget friendly. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit about some of the features. So the weight of this is 3.9 ounces, so it's going to be a little bit more on the heavier side rather than like the Spyderco Delica, which is going to be, I think, just under 3 ounces. So just kind of keep that in mind. So this is 3.9 ounces or 11 grams, and so I really like the fact that it does kind of feel like it's going to be more or less of a durable blade, but just kind of keep in mind, depending on what you're carrying, this might feel like it's pulling down in your pocket just a hair. The centering on this knife when it's closed is pretty much perfect, especially for a knife that's more affordably priced, so you don't have to worry about this kind of sliding up against the handles as you open this and close it. Speaking of the opening of this, it has a manual flipper, so unlike something like the Kershaw Leak, which has a spring assist to open, and it has basically a torsion bar built into it to flick that out. This one is a manual opener, so it's going to be legal in more places, but it's just not going to have the snappiness that something like the Kershaw Leak is going to have. And then the pocket clip on this is a deep carry pocket. I really like that feature. So this is going to kind of disappear in your pocket a little bit better than something like the Delica, which is going to stick out a little bit more. People are going to know you have a knife. People might see a pocket clip for this, but they might not know what it is. So there is that. The lockup stability on the blade. Well, it's only if you really kind of get down to it where you can feel just a slight rocking, but as I'm doing it right now on camera, I actually don't feel any instability right now. So I only know that it has a slight rocking only because I've really yanked on it before. So I'd say the lockup stability is very strong. Is it ambidextrous? The short answer is no. You can only keep the pocket clip in this right hand tip up carry capacity in your pocket. I wouldn't put this in your left pocket, so sorry for those of you who are left-handed. Plus it has a liner lock anyway, so that's going to make it a little bit more difficult to close with your left hand. This is more or less designed to be a right-handed person knife, so sorry about that for everyone who is left-handed. And then as far as the handle goes, I did touch on the fact that this has that it's a glass-filled nylon handle, and it has rubber overmold insets is what the description says on this, and it's very ergonomic. So I have no problems whatsoever with the knife as it's in use. You can carefully use different cutting methods, so you can get precision cutting, or you can choke down on it and then get more, if you really need to bear down on it, you guys have that option. So I wear medium-sized gloves, so you can kind of see how my hand fits on that. I will talk about the handle when I talk about the pros and cons at the end of the video to let you guys know my thoughts on a huge drawback I think with this knife. The blade steel it's 3 inches long, the blade length, or 7.6 centimeters. It's 8 CR13 MOV steel with black oxide coating. So you can kind of see that says right there, and it is made in China. It is a budget friendly knife. So that's kind of more or less to be expected at this price point. Now, as far as the slicing capabilities on this, it works really well with cardboard. Yes, there are other knives that cut through it a little bit faster, but I think that the knives that I noticed that have a better slicing capability, they usually have a recurve right here anyways, so, and that makes it more difficult to sharpen. So this is going to be a great knife when it comes to sharpening, to maintaining. I think it's going to be a great beginner knife. Now, who I think this knife is for is like I said, someone who's maybe not in the knife community, who's not a knife snob more or less, someone who's not like me. And part of the reason why I say that as well is because the grip on this is almost too grippy when it comes to that pocket clip. Getting this in and out of the pocket is very, very difficult. Now, in certain, I guess, pants or shorts, depending on the material, maybe it's more kind of a nylon material or tactical pants or something, it's going to be easier. But something where, like jeans, or what's another good example? So, something where, like sweatpants, for example, for the ones with pockets, this is just a nightmare to get in and out of the pocket. But if you're looking for, maybe you like wearing kind of the Adidas warm-up pants or whatnot, you know, if you just like being comfortable, hey, no judgment here. I wear them to and from the gym myself. This actually is going to adhere to your pocket a lot better than something like the Kershaw Leak, which has a tendency of falling out, in my experience whenever I bring this to the gym. I like to always have a knife on me, so that's why I mentioned that. No matter where I am, because even in the gym, I've had to use my knife before. So anyways, guys, that is sort of like my overview of this knife, or kind of a mini review. Let me know what y'all think, and let me know in the description box down below if there's any other knives that are out on the market or brand new to the market that you would like me to do a review of. I'll be leaving a link of where you can buy this. I received this from Kershaw directly, so I don't know off the top of my head where this is located, but I'll make sure to annotate that down in the description box below. Y'all stay safe out there, and remember that it pays to be repaired. This has been a first look, YouTube exclusive knife review of the Kershaw Faultline. God bless.